U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Minnesota Vikings. First down, here's Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Complete to Adam Thielen.
The numbers for Thielen in that game last week: 3 catches, 113 yards, and a score.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in this first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect.
Well, the defense loses if it's complete. They're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 61 yards. From the 8, they've got it first and goal. They'll run with Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with second and goal coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Kickoff for Minnesota.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Number 5, the ball.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
Number 5.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
The tackle,
no gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself the best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him to get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. It's out, it's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. He's at the 50. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Vikings 7.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And 9 yards to go.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Samson Abukum in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
You've caught plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
20-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
1st down, Ravens.
It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And, Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And, partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
Throwing right, and that's complete.
Jackson's
The end result, 21 yards.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
First down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
on the tackle.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the 26.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46.
One play at a time. Here we go.
He will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And I guess that makes up for the earlier missed 2-point try here to get them to 14.
Yeah, that aggressiveness reminds me a lot of when basketball first adopted the three-point shot. And people were starting to realize that 3 for 2 was really starting to work for them. In this case now, maybe the 2 for 1 is coming into play in the NFL.
And now out comes Minnesota. To it after the pick six. Cousins throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here, he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now, we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
18.
Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Jackson looking downfield for Godwin. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the game's being played with the analytics. There's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And now I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Minnesota now ready for their next possession. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Complete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On play action, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's caught inside the 30. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
Dan Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will do it for this first half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Both these offenses have been in fine in form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking to got his man complete. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Complete. Chris Godwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as the Ravens push further out in front. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Patrick Queen leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Samson Abukum, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
On the left side, this is Stills. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded just inside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 38.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
1 yard gain.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Now a handoff as they run left side. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And some room to maneuver. They're going to get this beyond the
patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. It's caught. Stills. Right side. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is a receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Samson Abuku make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brings up.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Lets it fly for Thielen. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or two shy of midfield. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building it forward. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, and it's 3rd down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
To Jefferson on the slant.
Jackson's pass.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
It's now 4th down.
4th down, here's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. He's got daylight. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kenny Stills, 81 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense. Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll set up to throw from the gun. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Big plays back and forth just continue. Both offenses excelling.
And I hear the excitement in your voice while you're calling this game. This hurts my soul as a defensive player, watching these teams go up and down the field and put points on the
board. Do
me
a favor the rest of the way. Sit back, relax, and just appreciate the offensive dominance that's going on out here.
I'll give it a shot.
And they get 17 more on that one and another first down.
Ravens.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Shut him down! Shut him down! Let's do this!
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he gets this one just shy of. Good for a Viking first down. Now Cousins. They'll dump this off to Cook. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. He's going to let it fly. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 12-yard.
Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Number 5.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
First down, Baltimore.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And the Raven first down.
And now here's a carry heading left.
the running back.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
2nd and 8 at the 47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson to throw. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And taken into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Ravens,
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, that early